country do you think this is from?
It looks like a monument from Rise of Kingdoms.
What?
Playing games that people say are fake. So this is Last War. Let's see if it's fake. Let's upgrade our weapon.
Mark my words, I don't even know if I've really said it publicly. I tweeted it one time, but I'm serious.
Anybody once you downloaded Casino Carnival on your phone, I will give you $1,000 in cash immediately. Just click and download through this video link.
Last War is the real deal. Download and play for free right now.
When we think of false advertising for video games, our first thoughts are usually the most controversial releases like Anthem, The Day Before, No Man's Sky, and many others. For good reason too. A lot of these titles received backlash for presenting their product in a polished, awe-inducing state and selling them in a condition that is vastly inferior in comparison. But what we normally don't think of are games like this.
Sir, I've got something hidden beneath my coat. Would you like to see it?
What? What's hidden in there?
It's the incredibly fun Ant Legion game.
How did I end up being born under a list?
Mobile game ads take false advertising to a whole new level. It makes you almost appreciate games like The Day Before. Yeah, a lot of the features that were shown in the trailers were not in the actual game, but at least it still looks like the game. Sort of? Okay, maybe that's like not the best example because that, yeah. You look at some of these advertisements for these mobile games though, and they're absolutely nothing like the actual game. These ads range from completely misleading to borderline pornography. You see them everywhere on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. And the mobile game stores like iTunes and the Google Play Store don't really do anything to fight these false advertising games. So in this video, we're gonna figure out why. Let's first look at some examples. First one on the list is Age of Origin, and every other mobile game like it. You've probably seen these ads before, or maybe you've seen ads that are nearly identical to it. They usually start out in the same way. A lone soldier has to make the right choices to survive and get through the incoming waves of zombies. You're able to move your character from left to right, and you're usually given multiple choices. Do you kill the zombies, or do you continue shooting at the incoming objects to get that powerful weapon upgrade? Look, I'll be completely honest, as someone who doesn't really play mobile games, these games shown in the ads look pretty fun. The idea of a game challenging you to make the right choice in a matter of seconds can be quite stimulating. But that's the thing though, the ad for the game is just the idea. Because when you click on the game and download it, you're most likely gonna see something like this instead. Wow, a base builder. Wow, another base builder. Wow, another. Every case that I've seen where it's advertised to be this type of game has been a case of false advertising. Every single one. If the game looks too good to be true, it's most likely a lie. Now what's so weird about these ads is that they all play out in the same way, as if the ads are all following the same kind of script. The player in the ad makes the wrong choices constantly, like shooting at the object to its last bit of health, only to move away and shoot at the zombies instead, losing out on the upgrade, or when they match the shapes and colors incorrectly. The mistakes are so frustratingly obvious that it makes you think right away, man, if I were the one playing, I wouldn't make that choice. The ads always end with a big monster, and the player is never able to kill it. And there you have it, an annoying mobile game ad. But that's not the only way these ads are annoying though. I spent a good hour on a subreddit called Shitty Mobile Game Ads, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I've ever seen so much brain rot in my life.
Is that Last War? I thought that game was fake.
You're not even sweeping the right way. There's no way they're using another IP for their ad. Oh wait, the robot has a different wig on. That's my bad. Why is the robot moaning? Well, wait, you're using a metal detector on a robot.
Okay. Alright. Jesus fucking Christ. The victory!
Talking a woo-woo voice. I don't know what you expected me
No,
to do.
no, just no. No, I genuinely wonder who comes up with these ads. Like, how does this get greenlit? How does a company go, yeah, let's make an ad about a pregnant woman on the back of a bike giving birth and dangling a baby in front of a hungry, ferocious dog being chased by 2 other people. Not only that, but the umbilical cord is longer than it's supposed to be. I mean, who? How?
What the?
That guy was really gulping it up. Jesus. Okay, good. The white cat got what he deserved. Wait. What's happening? No. 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 Huh? How does this make me want to download your game?
Hey guys, it's me, Flying Gorilla, from my new app on the App Store, Flying Gorilla. It's a free download, so I hope you check it out, and I hope...
Now that's an ad. I'll install that. I'll install that right now. Let me download that shit. Oh my god. How much worse can you possibly get? This isn't even a game. It's just CORN. I can't. No, I can't. As I continued to go through the subreddit, I noticed a few ads that were similar to the ones that I had previously seen. Now I'm going to play you 2 ads, and I want you to spot the similarities. Yep, these ads are all shot and sound the same. They just use different assets. The crazy part? They're for different games. Age of Origins and War and Order are both made by Camel Studio. What's so frustrating is that neither of these games look like this ad. A player left a scathing review that pointed out the deceiving ad, to which Camel Studio simply responded with, "Some of the game advertisements made by our agency will have a certain amount of artist interpretation of the game's actual gameplay." What kind of bullshit? Now I can see how one could slime their way through with this kind of response. But oh no, Camel Studio, not you. You can't say that when you've literally used the same ad for 2 different games of yours. Where's the artist interpretation in that?
This is when I started to wonder how all of this was even allowed. Why does it feel like so many of these games are able to get away with ads like this? How have there been no lawsuits made against them? They don't. They simply don't care. At all. Now the ones that show pornography, yeah, those get taken down after a few days. Now I'm still confused by how they managed to go up in the first place, but that's just YouTube being YouTube. The question shouldn't be why don't they care? The question should be why would they? All these games that I've shown have one thing in common. They're free to play. Let's say someone falls into the trap and downloads the game after the ad. They'll quickly realize that the game is different and will delete it right after. It only took a few minutes, they didn't pay for anything, no harm was done, the person can move on like nothing even happened. Agencies around the world like the Federal Trade Commission can't really enforce anything against these free-to-play games. If you had to pay for them, then that's a different story. But because they're free, these false advertisements are seen as the lowest of priorities. Also, a lot of these developers are based in different parts of the world. Because of this, it makes it difficult for these government agencies to regulate anything. Hundreds of new mobile games with ads are released every week. They don't have the manpower to sort through it all. Yeah, our governments don't really care. But what about our trustworthy social media apps like Facebook? Yeah, they don't care either. As long as they're getting paid, they don't care what's being advertised unless the content is very inappropriate. And the same goes for the iTunes and Google Play Store. They don't care what your game is. As long as it's following their terms of service, you can market your game however you want. What makes it all the worse is the gameplay shown in these ads are actually in the games. Sort of. Yeah, they're technically in the games. It just looks like this. This is another reason why government agencies and platforms like iTunes and Google can't really do anything. They include what's advertised in the ads as minigames. It plays out the same way. The only differences are the graphics, level of difficulty, and pretty much everything else, honestly. They're only similar in concept. In some games, these minigames occur frequently. In others, though, it'll take hours of gameplay in order to reach the level that was shown in the ad. When you finally get to play these minigames, you'll come to realize that you probably wonder every time you see one of these advertisements, man, why don't they make the game that's shown in the ads? But after personally playing some of these minigames, I found out just how incredibly boring they actually are. They're the type of game that you'll play for 1 or 2 days and uninstall right after. There's no depth to them, no replay value whatsoever. The Age of Origin ads make it seem like the waves are non-stop, but they're not. They're levels. Once they're complete, and trust me, they're not that hard to complete, the replay value is gone. If we look at Hero Rescue, we'll see that the games are actually like the ads. But that's the problem. All those mistakes that you see in the ads are so easy to solve and get around that when you actually get your hands on it, it's a breeze. There's no challenge whatsoever. Look, we can complain and laugh at these ads all we want, but at the end of the day, they work. Hundreds of thousands of people are downloading and playing these games, which is why we continue to see these ads more frequently. The false advertising model for mobile marketing brings great numbers. But who are these ads targeted towards anyways? They're targeted at the demographic that makes the most in-game purchases. Kids. They see a hot girl, a shirtless guy, or a wave of zombies, and they're instantly sold. They're complete hornball puzzle-solving action junkies. That's who these ads are targeted towards. And let's be honest, kids are easily manipulated. Once they start playing these games and they're given the opportunity to make an in-game purchase, they'll make it in a heartbeat with their parents' credit card. Because according to a study made by Finances Online, 62% of in-game purchases were made by children under the age of 13. Look, these ads are everything that's wrong with game marketing. But they're not bad. They're shamelessly bad. And you know what? I can almost respect it. Look, I know I'll never download these games, but every time I see one that I know is going to be ridiculous, I always stay to watch them. They're fun to laugh at sometimes, and it's always fascinating to see how crazy they can get. And yeah, some of them can be frustrating, especially when the game that's shown looks really fun. But they're harmless, because even if I were to download them, it's not like I paid for it. The only thing I wasted is just a few minutes of time. So honestly, keep these ads coming. I'm always surprised by how crazy they get, and unironically, I hope they never go away. I hope they get worse.